I think a lot of people are unhappy in a way that doesn't even look like sadness anymore. They're not crying every day. They're not having breakdowns in the bathroom at 2 a.m. They still laugh. They still go to school. They still send snaps. They still sit in Discord calls with their friends. They still scroll TikTok in bed until their eyes hurt. From the outside, they look completely normal, but something feels off. And if you know that feeling, you know exactly what I mean. It's that weird, empty feeling when the day ends and you can't even explain why it felt bad. Nothing terrible happened. No one died. You didn't fail a test. Nobody ruined your day. But somehow it still feels like you lost. You got through the day. You did everything you were supposed to do. You came home, threw your bag on the floor, told yourself you'd rest for 10 minutes. And then suddenly it's dark outside. Your room is still messy. Your homework is untouched. You haven't moved. And somehow you just spent 3 hours switching between TikTok, YouTube Shorts, Snapchat, Instagram, Discord, and staring at your ceiling like it personally offended you. And the worst part? Half the time, you're not even enjoying any of it. You're not having fun. You're literally just trying to make time disappear. Just fast-forwarding your own life because you don't know what else to do with the evening. And I think that's where a scary amount of people are right now. Not happy, not fully miserable, just numb, weirdly numb. And that type of sadness is dangerous because it blends into everyday life so well. You can have it while still posting, while still making jokes, while still going out sometimes, while still saying I'm good when people ask how you are. Meanwhile, deep down, your life just starts feeling flat, like everything has been turned down to 40% brightness. I used to have days like that constantly. You get home from school mentally fried, not even physically tired, just mentally cooked. Like your brain got microwaved for 8 hours. Before you even take your shoes off, your hand is already on your phone. Open TikTok, check YouTube Studio, refresh again. Still no new comments. Nice. Then somehow you end up watching some random 17-year-old talking about how he makes $10,000 a month, a gym edit, a productivity video, a breakup quote, a boxing reel, another boxing reel, another one. And now it's 11:48 p.m. Cool. You were supposed to do something tonight. Homework, edit a video, go gym, study, practice something, literally anything. But now the evening is basically dead. So you tell yourself, whatever, I'll lock in tomorrow. But tomorrow becomes the exact same thing. Again, and again, and again. And after a while, it stops feeling like you're living your life. It starts feeling like you're just burning through it, like you're speed running your own existence. And I genuinely think that's why so many people feel unhappy right now. Not because life is impossible, not because happiness is some magical thing only lucky people get. A lot of people are unhappy because the way they live every single day is quietly making them feel weak. Weak, distracted, behind, disconnected. That's the real issue. Most people think they're sad because they need more fun, more entertainment, more excitement, more plans, more money, more people, more dopamine. But honestly, a lot of the time you don't need more stimulation. You need a life that doesn't make you feel bad when the room gets quiet. That's the difference. Because think about what a lot of people's lives actually look like right now. Wake up tired because you stayed up too late scrolling. Go to school half asleep. Wait all day to finally get home. Then waste your entire evening in tiny pieces. 10 minutes on TikTok. Check Snapchat. YouTube while eating. Instagram Reels. Refresh your views. Watch someone talk about success instead of actually doing anything yourself. Repeat. Then at night, you wonder why you feel like garbage. That's not some unsolved mystery. Of course you feel bad. Your attention span is destroyed, your brain is overloaded, your life has zero momentum. And the stuff you use to feel better is usually the exact same stuff making you feel worse. That's why even fun doesn't feel fun anymore. You load up a game you used to love and get bored in 20 minutes. You open Netflix and spend more time choosing than actually watching. You join a Discord call and everyone is just silently scrolling while pretending to hang out. You wait all week for the weekend, then somehow waste the entire thing and feel even emptier Sunday night. That feeling is brutal. And then people start blaming themselves in the wrong way. Maybe I'm just lazy. Maybe I'm ungrateful. Maybe this is just what growing up feels like. And sure, sometimes people are dealing with deeper stuff. But honestly, a huge amount of this modern sadness is way simpler than people think. Your life just doesn't feel good to live. Not on paper. Actually live. The hours feel scattered. Your habits are bad. Your sleep is bad. Your room is messy. Your screen time is disgusting. Your mind is never quiet. You're always stimulated, always distracted, always behind, always saying, "I'll start tomorrow." And then wondering why you don't feel good. Of course you don't. You can't spend all day feeding your brain junk and then act shocked when life starts tasting bland. That's like eating nothing but candy and wondering why you feel sick. And this is usually where people want some beautiful, poetic answer. Something like, just appreciate the little things. Which sounds nice, but if your life is chaotic and your habits are terrible, that advice barely lands. Because it's hard to appreciate life when your brain feels like 47 Chrome tabs are open at once. So let's just be honest. A lot of people are unhappy because they're overstimulated, disconnected, and living in ways that make them respect themselves less. That's it. If you keep breaking promises to yourself, you will feel worse. If you keep wasting every evening, you will feel worse. If you keep drowning your brain in noise every waking second, normal life will feel boring. If you keep saying you care about your future while living like you don't, you're gonna feel awful. Not because you're broken, because your lifestyle is literally dragging you away from happiness. And weirdly enough, actual happiness is way less exciting than people think. It's not constant dopamine, it's peace. That's what people actually want. Peace. The kind where you wake up and don't instantly want to escape the day. The kind where your evenings don't randomly vanish. The kind where you can sit in your room without needing 14 forms of stimulation just to survive. The kind where you can actually enjoy simple things again. A walk, a game, music, food, a conversation, sunlight, your own thoughts. That is real happiness. And it usually comes from boring things people love ignoring. Momentum. This is huge. One of the biggest reasons people feel bad is because their life feels stuck. No progress. Same habits, same mistakes, same late nights, same excuses. That kills your mood. You don't need massive success to feel better. You just need proof your life is moving. That could literally be finishing homework early, going gym, editing your video, cleaning your room, saving money, learning something useful, going on a walk instead of rotting in bed. Small wins matter way more than people realize. Because now the day actually meant something, and days that mean something feel better to live. Also, stop frying your brain 24/7. Seriously, if the first thing you do every morning is open TikTok and inject 900 pieces of nonsense directly into your frontal lobe, your brain never gets a chance. You're teaching yourself that life is only interesting when something is flashing at you every 3 seconds. Then later you wonder why normal life feels boring. That's why. Your reward system is cooked. So make life quieter, not forever. Just less noise, less random scrolling, less checking things for no reason, less watching shorts while brushing your teeth, eating, existing, breathing. Boredom is not your enemy. Sometimes boredom is the reset button your brain is begging for. And lastly, do more real things. This sounds stupidly obvious, but people genuinely don't do this anymore. Scrolling is not living. Watching gym edits is not working out. Watching money content is not making money. Watching productivity videos while your homework is untouched is comedy. You need real things in your day. A real workout, a real conversation, a real walk, a real task finished, a real hour with no phone in your hand. That's what makes you feel alive again. And maybe most importantly, you need to actually respect the way you live, not love yourself in some cringe motivational quote way. I mean, genuinely look at your day and think, yeah, that was a solid day. Because it's hard to feel happy when deep down you don't even respect your own routine, when every day is full of delays, excuses, and tiny betrayals. Saying one thing, doing another, that slowly destroys you. So stop asking, how do I feel amazing all the time? Wrong question. Ask this instead. How do I build a life I don't constantly feel the need to escape from? That's the real question. And honestly, the people who can answer that are usually the closest thing to happy.